as a teenager, I was interested in business, and I got a full-time job working at a bank while I was going to college in San Diego. And it was actually a savings and loan. And while I worked there, the savings and loan crisis occurred. And I saw this extraordinary change both in my local management and the savings and loans management at the headquarters. And I was struck by the unethical behavior that began at a moment in time when the savings and loan regulators had been removed. And so it was just at a moment when I was asking what I wanted to be when I grew up. I knew it had to do with business. And I came to realize that this took me by such surprise that I wanted to earn an MBA in business ethics because, again, I was already in college at this point, already had my major. And so I ended up writing letters to business schools asking if anyone would give me an MBA in business ethics. There weren't any then. The George Washington University was thrilled and allowed me to kind of create my own curriculum beyond the core, and ended up delivering the commencement address talking all about business ethics. And the Monday after graduation, I was working at the Ethics Resource Center. So, you know, we already are fighting a tremendous uphill battle in the challenge of getting both the business people and the legal folks to respect, who we are and what we're trying to accomplish. And so it's so simple, just the psychology behind ethics and compliance, having the word ethics first. There's a few folks out there who are willing to buy into it just for the spin PR of it. But it's so great when you actually interact with a business person who ends up learning how truly important business can't actually do what it is designed to do without ethics being a part of it. And when they understand that, it's so for the rest of their lives, they'll consider it ethics and compliance instead of compliance and ethics. The power of the legal profession in the field is very strong. There are quite a few very powerful entities who want to make it that no one other than licensed legal professionals should be allowed to sit in these roles. And so those who fight and support the concept of ethics and compliance, it's just another tool in the tool belt as we try to help them understand that business ethics is something distinct from just legal compliance. Absolutely, hugely, yeah, without a doubt. I've been shocked at the number of instances, not only for me personally, but when I was a leader of the ECOA, realizing the number of members who have came to realize that they were hired to just make it look like the company had a great attitude toward ethics and really let it change the way things are done. But what they wanted is for them to accomplish that look without getting in the way of the decisions that would lead to the highest profit. So there are moments in time when doing the right thing will lead to something other than the highest amount of profit. And obviously there have been some lucky members of the field who have worked for organizations that have absolutely changed and have treated them with the respect that they deserve. But without a doubt, I know more stories between myself and others that I know where they have felt pressure to, well, we need to compromise on that. And, it's cute when you say that things are going well and there's several options available to us and you can help us realize that this one option might be better than that one. But please don't think that we're actually going to intentionally make less money than we could because of integrating ethics into our decision making. I would say it's integrity, the reality that if you make statements about what it means, about what you're going to do your job well and responsibly, that you actually stick with that even when the pressures get serious. I think sales, because you are selling the concept of the value of ethics in business, and the fact that it's not an optional nice thing. But thankfully, from reading Pat Haynes' books and papers and others like she over the years, realizing that from the moment business was designed, ethics was meant to be a part of it. It is at its best, and even close to being at its best, when ethics is a part of it. And so it's a matter of selling these business people who have never learned that, or they weren't paying attention when someone was trying to help them learn it, that's the way business was supposed to be. I want there to be a bigger distinction between the role of an ethics officer and the legal department. So it's been striking, the number of times, that I end up dealing with a general counsel who absolutely believes that it's their responsibility stops at the point where you give advice to upper management, and then they do whatever they want because that's their job. The reality is that businesses have responsibilities to multiple stakeholders, not just the fact that upper management can literally do anything that it wants. And so I look forward to a day when there is someone working in business ethics in the organization that's not in the legal department, where the organization's strategy about corporate social responsibility or corporate citizenship is connected, so that it's in the same office as the person who's working there, and that to make this actually work, I think people have known over the years, I've always suggested that the role should report to the audit committee of the board of directors, for the fact that this is the one group in the corporate structure that already is designed to realize that there are responsibilities for the organization beyond simply that quarter's bottom line. And I've just seen too many instances, and suffered through myself too many instances, when a good ethics officer loses their job because they're doing it well. I'm thrilled for those moments when the academic world and the practitioner world work together. And that's why I'm so pleased that the Society for Business Ethics has welcomed me as treasurer. And I think 1% or less of ethics and compliance practitioners read or understand the quality of scholarship that exists. And my career and the service that I've delivered to the organizations where I've worked have absolutely been different and better because I keep one foot in that academic community, even if it's nothing more than reading what these brilliant people have written. So the only thing I would like to say is, like Gretchen Winter and like Ed Carr and a few other people, Frank Daly, I have a tremendous amount of respect for and think the future of the field will be at its best if we have more instances of people who have one foot in practitioner and one foot in academia.